Indiana Beach announced its closing earlier this year.
Thanks for joining us. Indiana Beach is welcoming its guests back.
New Indiana Beach owner Gene Staples.
It's just a relief that we got it opened, and it's not as perfect as I want, but we'll get there.
So with that being said, without further ado, let's bring up Mr. Gene Staples.
All right. I hope to see each and every one of you. I know it's not 11, but let's go inside.
I'm so excited to go on my favorite ride. The Gum Tunnel. The Gum Tunnel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you obviously have never been on Indiana Beach's log flume ride. My obsession with this ride, combined with the recent concept art for one of the most famous log flume rides, Splash Mountain, has led me to redesign this ride. I also saw that they added a facade to this ride on the video made by CoasterFanatics about the opening day of Indiana Beach. But I have not been able to find actual footage of the ride as it currently is. So I also tried to blend in this new facade while designing the ride. Naturally, I went with an abandoned timber mill overlay. Same track, just some added razzle-dazzle. The theme works well for a multitude of reasons. 1, you are literally riding inside of a log. 2, the ride is overrun with lots of weeds, adding to the story that it's abandoned. 3, the ride is right next to the maintenance area of the park, so basically it's free theming. There's a lot to work with in the area, such as pre-existing structures and some open areas to add props to help along with the story. Starting off with the loading dock, you glide past the old company sign and some lumber before entering the first tunnel. It is clearly labeled as closed, but the barricade has been broken and you continue on. Coming out of the tunnel, you come upon more of the inside of the mill, and your vehicle is sprayed by some abandoned equipment. Carrying on, you see a maintenance area that is just repainted to fit in with the theme, so a maintenance shed is now conveniently a foreman's old office. Also, I added a silo, which doesn't actually make sense, but it makes it look better and it sprays more water. Another thing I added because I thought it would be fun is a giant rusting crane. No purpose besides aesthetic. Also, a wood carving of IB Crow, but that actually makes more sense in the concept of the ride. I also feel like IB Crow needs to be featured more in the park. Caution lights would start flashing when you come upon the second tunnel. This would also add something a little different to this tunnel to differentiate the two. The last section before the drop is all about anticipation. It's kind of a hurry up and wait concept. As your vehicle is going through the last leg before the incline, I'm going to be throwing a lot of different experiences at the guest. We're talking signs, a giant blade, water spinning off of said blade, lots of lumber, more signs. Right before you go up the incline, 2 giant blades coming at your vehicle that spray more water on you. Then you wait as you ascend. At the top, I think it'd be really cool if there's one last blade looking as if it was going to cut your boat into 2 right before you plunge into the wreckage and the water below. I realized later that having this wreckage with the log sticking up kind of is the same concept of the briar patch, but it's fine. After the plunge, that's basically the end of the ride. So basically, that's the end of my redesign. But if you have been to Indiana Beach since its reopening and have seen the log flume firsthand, please let me know if there are any updates. I would love to see them. Honestly, I would love to see any new updates to Indiana Beach at all. I wish I could be there firsthand. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you would like more theme park content, because apparently that's what I'm doing here now.